Hello everyone, I am Tejas and in this video we are going to learn all about IP addresses with the help of some real life examples so that we can understand IP addresses in a much deeper way. So let's dive in the world of IP addresses and see what are new things, what are things to learn about them. So first is, what is IP address? You might have question, what is IP address? So IP address is internet protocol address. So IP address, you can assume IP address as your postal address. For example, you have a house and if you want some parcel from Amazon or Flipkart, then how that parcel come to your home? Like there is a address of your home, then you send, for example, you send that address to Amazon, then Amazon send that you send your parcel to you. So internet also works in a same manner. You can see that IP addresses functions like home addresses, enabling data to reach correct destination. If you want to send some data to some server, or if you want to send some data to one of your friends or anyone, so IP addresses help in that case. Without IP addresses, your data will not be able to move in this world. This is the overview of IP addresses. What is role of IP addresses is simple. IP addresses just work as a address. For example, your friend has a mobile and you want to send your photo to your friend, then you need the IP address of your friend's mobile so that you can transfer your photo from your phone to your friend's phone. So IP address is, if you don't understand much, then it's simple that IP addresses is just some address which help internet to transfer your packets, to transfer your data. Not without IP addresses, internet won't be able to work. So let's see, next slide. So here it's written as what is an IP address. So an IP address, the full form is internet protocol address, serves as a unique identifier. IP address is just for identification of your device and identification of everything which is on internet, which help to either send data or which sends data. So IP address is work as a unique identifier for your device. It allows device to send and receive data to each other so that the data transfer works. The functionality of IP address is similar to postal address in physical world. For example, if you have ordered a license, or you did the exam, whatever exam is necessary to get license, and then you want your license physically at your home, so what will happen? Government will send your license to your postal address so that you can get that license in physical world. So IP addresses are similar to that. Let's see with the help of example. If you order a food online, so what will happen? When you order a food, your the person who is taking your order will ask you for your address. So when he asks you for your address, then you just give your address to him so that he can get you food. Why do you need IP addresses? So identify device uniquely on internet. So we want each and every device which is present on internet to have a unique IP address. Help to locate device across internet, enable communication over the internet or LAN. It's simple. So without IP addresses, data packet won't be able to travel on internet. Two types of IP addresses mainly. So those are IPv6 and IPv4. So this page is for IPv4. So IPv4 has also two types. So one is public IP, one is private IP. Public IP is IP address of your city. For example, your city has some some IP address, then public IP is similar to your city address, and private IP is similar to your house address. For example, you live in Mumbai, then there is a postal address of Mumbai. So public IP is similar to that, and private IP is the exact position of your house in Mumbai. So let's see the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. As I already said that IPv4 is IP version 4 and IPv6 is IP version 6. So these two are types of IP addresses. IPv4 is a little older IP address type, and IPv6 is new and which is not which hasn't fully implemented now, but it's working. So features of IPv4. The length of IPv4 address is 32 bits. So you can assume IPv4 as there are there are 4 blocks. Each block contain 888 bits. So combinedly, the length of IPv4 address is 32 bits, and the length of IPv6 address is it's 128 bits. So the IPv4 address is small in quantity. It's about 4.3 billion in quantity, but IPv6 address is very big as compared to IPv4. We have limited IPv4 addresses like 4.3 billion. So, but IPv6 addresses are lot. The format of IPv4 address. This is the example of IPv4 address. So you can see that 192.168.0.0. So it's written in decimal. So the format of IPv4 is decimal, and here you can see one IPv6 address. It's compact. It's smaller than actual address. I will show you the actual address in next slide. So it's in hexadecimal. IPv4 address is separated with the help of we can see that there are dots. Everywhere there is a dot. There are 3 dots so that we can separate 128 bit. These 32 bits. So the format is similar. IPv4 address needs NAT requirement. So what is NAT? You might don't you might not know about NAT. So NAT can transfer your public IP into private IP and private IP into public IP. We are out of IPs for IPv4. We are out of IPs, but still we can use IPv4 is with the help of NAT, and that's why IPv4 needs NAT for working. But there are lot of addresses for IPv6, so there is no need of NAT. Security, IPv4 is not that secured if you compare it with help with IPv6. It's not that secured. It's little bit secured, but IPv6 is more secure than IPv4. Structure of IP addresses. IPv4 structure. IPv4 address consists of 4 octets. As I already said, if you don't octets means you can you can assume it as 4 blocks. It consists of 4 blocks. Each block consists of 8 bits. So 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit combinedly it's 32 bits, and separated by dots. So IPv4 address it's as written here. So it consists of 4 octets. Each octet contain 8 bits and separated by dots. Each number is in range 0 to 255. So for example, there is IP address which start from 0.0.0.0, and there is also one which starts from 255.255.255.255. So here is one example of IPv4 address, 192.168.1.10. This is total 32 bits in length. Common IP addresses are, these are some common IP addresses for your reference. Let's see IPv6 structure. So IPv6 consists of 128 bits, which is a very long 128 bits means 2 raised to power 128. So lot of IP addresses. So we will not face the problems which we already did with IPv4 in case of IPv6. So this is the example of IPv6 address where 8 blocks, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and it is separated by as you can see, I forgot the name, so it's separated by that the bigger brother of semicolon. We can also write this IP address as this. So it's just simplified form. If you don't know how to simplify, don't worry. So simplification rules are these: remove leading zeros and replace consecutive zeros with whatever this is. I forgot the name, sorry. So this is IPv4 address 192.168.1.1. So how this IP address is represented in binary? So it's example like this octet is 192. If you convert this, then it will be 192, and same for this, same for this, and same for this. So it's just decimal and binary conversion. If you are student of engineering or any professional course, you might know this binary representation of any number. Advantages of IPv6. So we are talking that v6 is a more advanced or new IP address scheme. So what are advantages of IPv6? Vast address space, which I already told that with 128 bits IPv6 provides an almost unlimited number of unique addresses, solving the IPv4 extra problem. So what happens is IPv4 has only 4.3 billion addresses. So what is happening currently is, like, our population is more than 4.3 billion, so each and everyone has one mobile, one phone, and all other things, internet of things. So that's why we are ran out of IP addresses, IPv4 addresses. But with the help of IPv6, we will not face that problem. So it consists of 128 bits. That's why it's like unlimited number of unique IP addresses. Second advantages of IPv6 is enhanced security. The security in IPv6 is enhanced. It has built-in security features. Efficiency, the efficiency of IPv6, like how if you want to send your packet from here, from X location to Y location, the time taken by that packet to travel from X to Y is reduced. That's why it's faster, and it's route fast between routers. That's why it's faster than IPv4. So static versus dynamic IP. In case of IPv4, if you are here in India, then you might have X IP address. I am combinedly calling a whole IPv4 address as X. So you have X address. But if you go to another city, or if you go to another network, for example, you went to New York, then your IP address will change. You are currently in Mumbai, your IP address was X. If you went to New York, then your IP address will be Y. So this change in IP address is with the help of dynamic IP. So each time your DHCP server assign you a new IP address if you are in a new network. So every time it assign you new IP address. So whenever you change your network, then your IP address will be changed. And with the help of static IP is one IP. It's not going to change. For example, the IP address of Google. You can read much in deep about them here. So in this, we will see how to see our IP address. So if you want to see your IP address and you are on Windows machine, then open your command prompt and type ipconfig. You will get your IP address with lot of other things like netmask, IP address, IPv4 address, and lot of things. So machines like Linux or Mac, you can type ifconfig so that you can see the IP addresses. And online, if you are on mobile and you want to see your public IP, then you can just search what is my IP, then on Google, then it will give you your public IP address, not private IP, public IP address. So how IP works on internet. So if you understand this part, then you will understand the overall importance of IP addresses. For example, when you visit www.google.com, you want to access Google on your system. What happens is browser asks DNS for Google IP address. Like your machine don't know what is IP address of Google. So in this case, DNS help your machine to get IP address of Google. So I will make a different video on DNS, so don't worry about that. But DNS just help to get the IP address of Google. So you got your Google's IP address. Now what will you do? You will just send your whatever you want to send to Google, or what if you want to access you will send your package to Google. So for example, this is the IP address of Google. Your browser send a request to the IP. Google server respond to your IP. So you send some request to Google. Google will acknowledge that request back to you. So this is the overall IP address thing. So I hope you learned something out of this. If you have any questions, or you suggest me something, please comment it down. And thank you. Bye bye.